Assalamu alaikum, students. I hope you all are doing well. My name is Rida Asif, and I'll be your mathematics teacher for this session. I'm from SM Public Academy, Campus 5. So, welcome to your mathematics class. My students, mathematics is not just about the numbers, it's about thinking, logics, and problem solving. And please don't worry. I'll make sure our class will be easy, interactive, and interesting for you. Before we begin, I want just one thing from you, that is all about participation. Even if you make mistake, it's completely okay because that's how we learn. So, in our daily life, in our real life, we often use some phrases such like bunch of bananas, or bunch of keys, like um, team of players, right? So the words bunch, team, or you can say that group, are used to denote a collection of objects. In mathematics, the word set is used for the collection of object. Right. So we can also see, just like in the kitchen, the utensils are arranged in such a manner that plates are kept separately and bowls are kept separately. Uh, in this example, we can say that plates are considered as one set and bowls are considered as another set. Just like consider your bag, we keep a notes book in one partition and the textbook in another partition, stationery in another partition, right? So, this is all about the collection of things, and we can say that in maths, we can say that it's a set, collection of, well-defined collection of object. A set is a well-defined collection of objects. This means that, what is the meaning of well defined? This means that you should be able to clearly decide whether something belongs to the set or not. For example, set of months of the year is well defined, right? Because we clearly know that the months like January, Feb, March, April, etc. But the set of beautiful flower, is it well defined? No, because different people have different opinion about what is beautiful and what is not. So this is about well defined, right? Though a set is a well defined collection of object. One more thing, that the object is not allowed to repeat. So that means distinct collection of object, distinct mean repetition is not allowed, right? The object in a sets are called element. For example, here look at the set. Set is always represented by the capital letter. It's called the notation. And this is A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, and look at the representation of set. Set is always represented by uh, the curly brackets, and all the elements are separated by the commas. So here you can see that this is a well-defined set and also distinct set. That means there is no number is repeated in this set, right? So, my dear students, in this session, we are going to follow this book, New Countdown Enhanced Blended Edition. So, from this book, we have selected first chapter, that is sets, right? So, today the learning objectives are, we are going to discuss about sets, use the language of sets. We use set notation, descriptive, tabular, and set builder notation, types of sets of numbers, natural numbers, whole numbers, odd numbers, prime numbers, how to represent the universal set by Venn diagram, and identify and differentiate between disjoint and overlapping sets. So today's in this lecture, we are going to cover this learning objective. This is our learning objective. So first of all, let's discuss some examples of set. For example, sets of vowels, A, E, I, O, U. We all know that this is the well-defined set. We all know about the vowels. And we all know about the set of even, if we are talking about set of even number, here we can see the 2, 4, 6, 8. It belongs to set of even number. Set of days in a week. We all know that days in a week, there are 7 days in a week. So this is all about sets. Represent, how to represent a set. A set can be written in 3 ways. Number 1, tabular, or we can say that roster form. Tabular form, in tabular form, we have to write a set in the way that all the elements are separated by the commas and enclosed within the curly bracket. So this form is called the tabular form. Second is descriptive form. For example, if we describe this tabular form, we say that A, capital A is equals to set of, as we can see that the number starts with 1. So this is a set of natural number less than 5, right? So in this way, we can describe this set. So this is called the descriptive form of the set. Now the last one is set builder form or set builder notation. This third form is like this. How to represent this set? A is equal to, let's read the set with me. Students, curly bracket open, X, such that X, here X are used for the elements. X represents the element, right? X such that X is a natural number less than 5, right? So these X are less than 5. This is the set builder form. So students, here sets of numbers are on the screen. Look at all the sets of number. Natural number starts with 1. Whole number starts with 0. Integers. Integers are, in integers, positive and negative numbers are included along with 0, right? What are rational numbers? Which can be written in the form of P upon Q, right? These are called the rational numbers, and here P and Q belongs to integers, right? That can be the number which can be written in the form of fraction. These numbers are called rational number, where Q, where the denominator, that means the Q can never be 0. Even number, we all know that even numbers include positive even numbers as well as negative even numbers along with zero. Zero, we can always remember that zero always include in even number, right? Not in odd, it's always include in even number. Now, odd numbers represented by O is equal to plus minus 1, plus minus 3, plus minus 5, and so on. Prime numbers. In prime numbers, 1 is not going to be included, right? Prime number starts with 2, 3, 5, 7, and so on, right? So this is all about the set of numbers. We have to memorize these all sets of number properly to start our sets, to start sets concept, to gain the concept of set. We have to memorize all the sets of number. Now, students, what is called the universal set? A set which contains all the sets under consideration. For example, a set of vowel, B, set of consonants. Then U, that means universal set, is a set of all English alphabets. That means universal set contains all the alphabets from A to Z. And in these alphabets, I have selected two sets of vowel, that is A, E, I, O, U, and set of consonant. That means the remaining alphabets. So here universal set is the complete set. That set contain all the set under consideration. For example, let's discuss universal set with the Venn diagram. For example, look at this Venn diagram. Students, remember that universal set is always represented by a rectangle. So, all students in a class, here I have used the rectangle box for all the students in a class. And set A is all the boys in the class. I'm not talking about the girls, only the boys. So for the set, I have to use the circle, right? For the sets, I have to use the circles, but for the universal set, I have to use the rectangle. So I have placed set of all boys in a class within the universal set because it is a part of the class. Boys are the part of the class. So I have to make the circle inside the rectangle. So here, look at this diagram carefully. In this diagram, this U represents the whole class, and this circle represents what? The circle represents all the boys in the class, right? Now let's talk about overlapping sets and disjoint sets. Students, if two sets are said to be overlapping, if they have at least one element in common. In other words, the intersection of set is not empty. Look at this. Look at the set A and set B. These two circles are overlapping. So this kind of Venn diagram represents overlapping sets. On the other hand, two sets are said to be disjoint if they have no element in common. Nothing is common. In other words, the intersection of the set is empty. So here we can see that two separate circles are representing the disjoint set. For example, student, if we have for overlapping set, if we have number set A contains 1, 2, and 3, right? And set B contain 3, 4, and 5. Where I have placed 3? Where I have to place 3? Because 3 is a part of set A as well as it is a part of set B. So I have to write 3 here in this overlapping space. So these two circles are overlapping. Why? Because here 3 is common in both the sets. So I have to draw the Venn diagram like this. Clear? Now, if let's consider disjoint set example. If set A contains 1 and 2 and set B contains 3 and 4, then no element is common. No elements are common in both the sets. So I will write 1, 2 in set A and 3, 4 in set B circle. That's it. So in this way, we can represent overlapping and disjoint sets with the Venn diagram. Clear? So, students, I hope that today's lecture is properly clear to you. If you have any question, if you have any query, you can ask me through your GCR. So, let's discuss in your first lecture, what is your assignment for today? Let's discuss. So, this is your lecture 1, assignment 1, my dear. You have to start your work in your maths classwork copy, mathematics copy. For maintaining of mathematic or arithmetic copy, how to maintain your copy? First of all, you have to open your index, write down midterm, chapter number 1 sets, and first write down the heading definition. With the black marker, write down chapter 1 sets and then write down definitions. Here you can mention the date on which you are going to attempt this assignment, right? So now you have to, number 3, you have to leave one page for midterm syllabus pasting, right? Just write down the heading and then leave the page. Then make the title page of chapter 1 sets. And after writing chapter 1 sets, here you have to mention subtitles also. Okay? Below that, mention subtitle. And in subtitle, you can mention exercise 1. Right? Exercise 1. So after maintaining the title page, you can start with the definition, right? Down. Where are the definition? Here in this assignment, I will upload this assignment on your GCR. Here you can see that chapter 1, definition of set, representation of sets, and sets of number, universal set. These all are the definition, right? So read out all these definition carefully, right? And next is prepare the topic disjoint and overlapping sets from chapter 1 sets. Read out the examples, read out the questions, and then we will discuss everything in our next class and also learn table 6 till 9 That's it. So this is all about your assignment. So this is all about your assignments. Thank you so much, my dear ones. Take care of yourself and Allah Hafiz.